upset about the Hornets because I mean it's a lot of stuff can happen for it. Okay, whatever. But hold up, nigga, this shit goes back so long where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, yo. It looks
So,
like looks more of a business decision.
yeah.
So I don't know. Ooh, I should stop eating these damn nuts.
But I say, I think we live. I don't know what you.
What's up? Yeah, I mean, country roasted edamame bean.
That actually sound good.
Yeah, yep, a lot of protein. But anyway, what's up, people? I mean,
What's up, y'all? What's up, man? We live. We back in here. The fly
yeah,
sippers, man.
man.
You know what it is.
Bing, bing, bing. I mean, I'm awesome.
And it's your boy
I
Mike
need to get the fuck out of the house, yo. I'm going crazy. What are you sipping on, man? Oh my gosh.
from Sierra Nevada. Those that are beer drinkers like myself, y'all might see this one around. I am blocking it out of the shot. There we go, getting the shot. Hazy Little Thing IPA from Sierra Nevada. Uh, Mills River, North Carolina. Oh, so this is local too. I actually didn't know that this was local. I've always wondered where this brewery is. Anyway, go ahead and give it a quick taste. As my boy Austin would say, on camera.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
that is very bright, very citrusy. It actually takes a lot of the IPA notes that people hate, kind of dumbs those down. So that's a good sipper right there. That's a good sipper right there. Y'all check that out. Hazy Little Thing IPA. But I didn't talk too much about what I'm sipping on, man. What you over there sipping on?
Losing this bed. Angel's Envy.
How is that?
It's really smooth. I had it in a vanilla old fashioned that my cousin makes. But yeah, it's not that bad.
I've always seen it around. And I was like, I ain't trying to run my pockets like that. But I mean,
Yep.
if I can afford it, I
This
will try it out.
I did not pay for this. I just took
Fair.
the remaining stuff that was left. Then my mom was like, "Hey, we still got this. You want it?" Yes. Yes, I do. So yeah, man. Let's go ahead and start with soccer, yo.
Some games that I hate that I missed, but
Oh
work be
yeah.
working.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. So we talked about the Champions League final, right? We talked
Mm,
about that. The
no, actually.
we didn't. No, not the Champions League final. The semifinal game.
Yes. Talk about the semifinal games, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go to La Liga right now. So Barcelona, right?
Hmm.
Did you see El Clasico? Well,
Okay.
Real Madrid versus
I
Barcelona.
saw some. I saw some of it. I did not get to finish it.
Okay. So this is a little background. Um, Real Madrid versus Barcelona, that's like Duke against Carolina.
Hmm.
Michigan football against Ohio State football. Boston Red Sox against New England. I mean against the Yankees. It's like
Yeah.
that rivalry, but for Spain. And it goes back all the way to the dictatorship days.
Yeah.
So little information on that one. Real Madrid was the team of the dictator then, and then at that point he was like, hey, nobody like your team has to have mostly people from Spain playing on your team to be in this league,
Hmm.
except for Real Madrid. He kind of turned his eyes away. And Barcelona's team was more so for the freedom fighters, is what you would call it. Like let's say it was like American history, it'll be Real Madrid will be the team of the conservatives, and Barcelona will be the team of the liberals.
Yeah.
So that little yellow and red little small icon that's in their shield, it's
Hmm.
on their jersey every single year in a some kind of fashion. So that's the history. But yeah, so call it a classical because it's a classic. And
Yeah.
yeah, I was late for church watching this game. Man, it was 6 goals before halftime.
That's what I'm about to say. I was like, that's the part I saw was.
I was like, hey, yo, what? I was like, yo, so I was like, oh, damn, man. So I gotta leave in like 10 minutes, man. I'm like, no, I gotta leave in like 30 minutes, whatever, for the church, whatever. I go ahead and turn it on. I go ahead and brush my teeth. Oh, like, where? Okay. Whoa, whoa, yo, it is whoa, it's 2-0. Oh, dang, this game over. Okay. Pants, socks. All right. I'm gonna do my hair, get my beard. That's 2-1.
Mm-hmm. And the time it took you to do that.
It's 2-2. Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. It's 3-2.
I'm
Mm.
about to say the 3-2 goal. I remember because after the dude scored it, he walked around like Steph Curry hitting the game winner. He was like staring down the bench.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yo, man. Mm, mm, mm. So the final score was 4-3. Barcelona won, right? So
Hmm.
now Barcelona's in was going to be in the Champions League final, but they got beat by Inter.
Mm,
So Barcelona's probably if they think if they draw, then they should go through. Like the next two games, they'll win La Liga.
hmm.
They won the Copa del Rey against Real Madrid. Oh my gosh, that game was crazy too. Because they were down 2-0 and came back and the game went to overtime. So yeah, these games been crazy, man.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta watch these European stuff, man. So yeah, man. So they won two out of the three titles that they could win.
Mm,
And if they would have beat Inter, then they would have been in the Champions League final to try to win all three titles that they could win. So
yeah.
but Serie A, shout out to Bologna. Bologna beat Milan today for the Coppa Italia. Um, and just so we are clear on what's happening here, I think I showed you how tight the race is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done with this real quick for
'Cause
y'all.
I remember it was like 3 through 7. It was all separated by like 5 or 6
Bro,
points.
it's getting worse. So, so there's two games left, right?
Hmm.
Inter is playing in the Champions League final in on May 31st. They can't rest.
Yeah.
They are down 1 point. So if Napoli wins twice, then that's it. If they win out, then that's all good. So Inter needs to keep winning. All
Yeah.
right. Atalanta is like they're done. 2 games left. The max you can get is 3 points a game. It'll be
Hmm.
six. So let's say if both these teams win out, they'll still be in fourth place. So the only team that's safe in like the top 10 really is probably Atalanta.
Mm.
So they're still fighting for a championship. And from 4 all the way down to 9, possibly. It's a stretch, but they're still fighting for that fourth spot.
Yeah.
So 64, 64, 63, 62, 60, 59. Coppa Italia
Yeah.
today, which this is like it's a separate tournament. The final was 7 against 8. So they played in the middle of the week and they got to play again this weekend to fight to get up, right? So, you know how relegation works in soccer?
Uh, was that the thing with like you was talking about like the aggregate score?
Oh, no.
No.
You cannot tank, right? So each league you get a certain amount of money, right, for TV rights and stuff. In the top
Hmm.
division, you get the most money. Second division, second most. Third division, third most. If you finish in the bottom three, 18, 19, 20, you get relegated from the top to the second. The top three in the second tier get promoted from the second to the first. When you're relegated, you got to sell players because you lost some money. If you get promoted, you have the option to buy more players because you got more money, right?
Of that. Okay.
Yeah. So with the
Yeah.
exception of Monza, because they're out, look at this right here. 33, 33, 32, 29, 28, 28. These people are fighting for their lives right now, yo. No, these last 2 weeks is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
So the teams that can't or the teams that have nothing really to play for right now, Atalanta, Como, Torino, Udinese, Genoa, and Monza. Everybody else can go up or down, up or down. Number 17 played number 9 and won. So, because they're fighting for their life, yo. So they won,
Yeah,
right?
true.
Let's say if number 9 won, right? Then they'll be tied for seven. And this team would be number 19. You see what I mean? Oh, this is crazy,
Yeah.
man. There's 2 weeks left in the season, and anything goes, yo. Look at these matches, yo. Look at these matches. Ain't nothing to see here. Juventus got to win. Empoli has to win. The remember, I've said fight for their life.
Yeah.
These two play each other. 17 to 14 play. Nothing to see here. Oh, okay. There we go. 9 and 7 play. 2 and 5 play. Oh, this is crazy. Roma and Milan play. What's that? Is that? Hold on. Wait a minute. 6 and 8 play. Gosh, yo. Okay, yo. Hey,
So
man.
what you're saying is a straight color purple. All my life, I had
Yo,
to.
they gonna be fighting, yo. Um, in the Coppa Italia, yo, that game got crazy. Somebody got kicked in the head and was bleeding, and the camera moved away, so it shows some other stuff. He got back up. His shirt was pink. Started off white. I said,
Right.
"Yo, get him off the feet. He don't know where he at.
Right.
Bleeding from under the bandage, going down his neck. Yo, the camera cut so fast, yo.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, the Juventus and Lazio game. Juventus was up 1-0 the whole time. Kalulu, dumbass, punched somebody in the back of the head.
Mm.
Red card. So now we down 10 man for the next 30 minutes.
Mm.
Lazio scored the goal with 90 seconds left to go to tie it up. So instead of getting 3 points, we got 1 point. So before we end this, man, let's go back to memory lane. Let's say if you got 3 points here, right? You get
Mm.
66. They would be at 63. So the goal difference right now, 13-17. Roma
Mm.
will be in fifth. Lazio will be in sixth because the goal difference tiebreaker. God, this is crazy, man. What we doing, man? What we doing, man? Italian soccer
That
league,
one thing,
man.
that one thing, like you said, go down memory lane. That one thing could cost your season.
Yes, yes, and money because you don't get the Champions League. That's
True.
additional money that you're not getting. So now you got to
Mm-hmm.
start selling players. Luckily, Juventus dropped some new jerseys and they got a new sponsor because last year they didn't have no sponsor on the front. Now next year they have a sponsor. So I think Jeep is paying I think 28 million per year for 4 years
Mm.
just to be on the front, and then they have a Visit Detroit under it. That's
Mm.
another money grabbing thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Yeah, these sponsors are about to start paying for players. So you say, yo, that's that day, yo, that's what it is, yo.
It just sounds funny to say. Sponsors gonna be paying for play.
Mm-hmm. Like it looks like the New Jersey looks like this. Oh, okay, you can't really see it. That's hold on.
Mm.
So the original colors for Juventus is pink and black. That's the original colors, but they needed some new jerseys. They ain't had no money. They asked some dude who had a family in England in Knox County. They sent over some older jerseys, and that's how they got the black and white stripes.
Mm.
So yeah, those of y'all who don't remember, Juventus was started by a 16-year-old. No, they're started by kids, with the oldest one being 16 years old, I believe. So yeah, that's what the New Jersey looks like, and I'm about to get one.
Nice.
Yep, my main man Yildiz and Fiscal Conceição right there. Yeah. Shall we move on to what everybody was talking about this week?
Which part? It's been so much.
Man.
Well, before we
Hmm.
get on the conversation of the elephant in the room, well, there's a bunch of elephants in the room.
There's a whole bunch of
Uh,
elephants in the room right now, yo. I didn't think about it. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff.
um, quick thing of trivia: can you name the There's only been four players in NBA history to end a playoff game with 40 points, 20 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Jokic.
Yes,
Shaq,
yes. So you just need two more.
Tim Duncan,
Tim Duncan, surprisingly, is not on here because of the rebounds.
20 rebounds. I want to say Jordan, but I don't know about that.
Uh, Jordan wouldn't be up there because of the rebounds either.
You guess what I'm thinking? LeBron?
Yeah, because I'm about to say LeBron is close, but the rebounds
Hmm.
also cuts him out. I'll put it this way:
Kevin Garnett.
one is active, one is not active, and they are both big men.
Okay, that makes David Robinson?
No, I think his was the assist that didn't get him.
Dwight Howard.
Very close and
Wilt
very good
Chamberlain?
guess. Yes, Will
Okay.
Chamberlain is on
That
there.
was like my low hanging fruit. Go get that one
Yeah,
out the way.
I
Um,
about to say Will Chamberlain was the layup part of
yeah, I
the
was like, all right, let me just, yeah,
because you got to think of
obviously
what
Wilt.
era he played. He was like the tallest dude up there, so he,
Yeah.
he do
It,
everything.
if Joker's up there, Wilt is definitely up there.
Right.
So yeah, well, because I think was it Barkley was like, yo, man, he putting up Wilt numbers, yo. This don't make no
Yes.
damn sense.
Uh, but, I'll put it like this: last one has expressed interest in other teams.
Oh, Giannis.
Yep, the
Why
Greek,
didn't I think of Giannis?
because he's generally always scoring so much. You didn't think of the rebounds part.
You know what? Yeah.
But yeah, he did have at least, I think he had 2 games where he had 40, 40, 20, and at least 5 assists. But for one of the elephants in the room, since you had guessed Giannis, any potential landing spots that you can see, considering that he's expressing interest in leaving,
The Spurs, man. It's
I
either
would
the
agree with that.
Spurs or the Lakers. But I don't think he wants to go to the Lakers. Like I think Giannis is more of a I don't know. I like what I have in like Milwaukee as far as my life,
Hmm.
where I'm a star here, but I don't have to have all that pressure.
Hmm.
And I think
I
he'll fit
agree.
well in San Antonio.
Oh, Jesus,
Because
imagine
because
him and Wimby,
yeah, because like Wemby's more of a like Wemby's like a giant wing player.
the giant four, basically.
Yeah, like as big as he is, he doesn't play like Giannis
Yeah,
or Joker or Embiid. He's he plays more like Anthony Davis.
yeah, true.
So and you can tell is when you bet money on him. Hey man, where the rebounds go, bro? Where they at, man? You should be getting like 30 a game. Like you can touch the scoreboard, man. I mean, not the scoreboard, the shot clock. Like, you know what
Shot
I'm saying?
clock,
So
yeah.
yeah. So that's what I'm like,
I heard there were talks of Dallas if they had trade this pick away.
man, look, hey
There's a
man,
whole
hey
other
yo,
elephant in the room
go
that we
go go
don't touch
ahead,
on.
man.
Huh?
You talk about it before I should get us kicked off the internet. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be the next topic. I was just saying I heard that there were talks of Dallas if they trade the pick away.
Nigga, for
Um,
what?
because they want to claim they're in a win now mode. It's like well, you don't really have many years left out of Anthony Davis, and then you're gonna have to train up a Cooper flag if you decide to take him first and keep the pick.
Let me ask
That
you a question, Michael, as a Mavericks fan. Because I know what I would
mhm.
do as a non-Mavericks fan. As a Mavericks fan, do you think a lineup with Kyrie, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, Gafford, do you think that would work?
Yeah, I think so.
Why are you trading Cooper Flag?
Hey,
No, it can
Jay
work,
Williams
yo.
was the
Cooper Flag was
second.
giving NBA players the business in the USA versus USA select scrimmages
Yeah.
at 17 years old. What are
Hey,
we
I want
talking
to say
about, yo? Oh,
Jay Williams was the one that said it. So,
Jay Williams is an alcoholic. There's no way. There's no way. Uh-oh. Schedule drop.
it actually as you said that, I forgot who was sitting beside him. He looked at his coffee cup. Oh, it was Tim Legler. Tim Legler looked at his coffee cup, his coffee mug, and was like, "What you got in there? A little bit of bonus stuff besides that coffee, huh?"
Damn.
Besides, I mean, trading away that you've already done a disservice by one trading away Jalen Brunson a couple years ago, and now trading away Luca. You trade this pick away, you might as well just burn the stadium down. Your fans were already hollering fire Nico before we got this number one pick.
Mm-hmm.
We traded away, boys. Dallas will become the purge. Okay.
Bro. Like, you know what? Is it my time?
About to get to that what lotto?
And fuck the NBA, bro. Like, y'all, I can't do this, man. Like, yo, seriously, I think I'm probably the last person that's on the. Or I'm not probably the last person that's like, you know what? The NBA is not rigged. Stuff just happens. I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
this as a die-hard day one Hornets fan. I can go through history where it's like, mm, mm, and I've always been like, you know what? That's just bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anything so blatant and corrupt. And like, what makes it mad is like, no, I'm not mad because the Hornets got the fourth pick. It could have happened regardless.
Yeah.
My thing is this: throughout history, the number one pick has been given to reward somebody for helping the business of the NBA. Going back to the New York Knicks, the envelope wouldn't open. That means pick that one last.
Mm-hmm.
New York
Afternoon.
City, Giant Market, Madison Square Garden. Who did they get? Patrick Ewing.
Same year as our episode number. Hmm.
Ding 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 ding.
Coincidence. I'll sip on that. Let's keep on going through this history.
Now,
And this is also why I chose to not wear the Mavericks hat today.
the Hornets are what 30, 36 years old. They're a year young.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're 2 years young. 2 years younger than me. They're 36 years old, and you got to take some time away because they left. Because the owner, there's owner and city issues, whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
But throughout that time, we got one number one pick. That was Larry Johnson. Okay, whatever, right? Whatever. Great pick. Next was this though. You have several teams. Wait, oh my bad. I'm sorry. Was Derrick Rose before Chris Paul? No, no. Derrick Rose was drafted before Anthony Davis, right?
Yeah.
So Jordan leaves the Bulls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jason Williams is supposed to be that next dude. It's a motorcycle accident. Waited and waited and waited and waited. Ding, 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 ding. Number one pick, a kid from Chicago. Let's bring him to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'd be a great story if Cleveland get LeBron James. We saw LeBron James coming a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody did. Boom, LeBron James. LeBron James leaves Cleveland, number one pick. Didn't they get Kyrie like right next? No, no, no. It was Anthony Bennett, right? Or was it
Anthony
Kyrie?
Bennett.
It was Anthony Bennett. He was god awful. Yeah, that was I don't know what was that was. Hey man, like I know he's still playing like another league right now, but God, he was. I don't think he was ready, and he was a victim of being the best player in a draft.
Yeah.
So, and this and everybody, this is before we get to the Hornets
But also,
history.
wasn't that the same draft that Darko Milicic went to?
No,
That a, that's a different draft. Because I'm about to say, I was like, I know there was a handful
Darko,
of a bunch of bad
no,
draft classes.
Darko was in one of the best draft classes. Do you remember that one?
I remember he was probably one of the more bad players. If I'm sitting
Yes.
here remembering
So
him for being bad,
check this out. In the first five picks, right? I want to let me get this in order. I'm not gonna say okay. I'm not gonna have it in order, but here's were the first five picks not in order. I'm gonna say Darko. So get out the way,
mhm,
right? LeBron, Carmelo, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade. You had a 20% chance of messing this up, yo. And you get all yo, 80% chance, bro, you getting the Hall of Famer.
yeah.
Darko, bro. Huh? What? Hmm.
Well, I'm remembering the pick being bad then, not the
I
whole
think they
class
had the
being.
third pick or something.
Yeah,
So they had
but
a thirty,
anyway,
they had a 66 chance of picking the Hall of Famer. So
uh,
anyway, um, to get Kyrie, LeBron James comes back, right? Because you got to fill the hole. Because like when LeBron James left, he crippled that economy downtown,
yeah,
yo, immediately. They get the number one pick in Andrew Wiggins. They trade that to the Timberwolves. LeBron comes back, right? Okay,
mhm,
okay, okay. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see what else happens. Let's go down memory lane. Hornets leave. No, I'm sorry. Before the Hornets leave, Hornets were in Charlotte, and they had some good years. They had some bad years, and then the bad years were pretty bad. One of the bad years, we could have got Shaq.
mhm,
Didn't happen. So I think the Magic just came out or something. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. Then the Bobcats were an expansion team, and expansion teams are supposed to have the best odds, right?
mhm.
You know who came out the year Emeka Okafor did?
Nah, who?
Dwight Howard. All right, whatever. We don't get a franchise chasing player, but whatever. We
Yeah,
got a team back. Trash. Um, the old owner for the Hornets, I think his name was George Seifert, maybe. Maybe that's somebody else, but his name was George something. He Something happened with him and the New Orleans Hornets. He was no longer the owner of the Hornets. The Dang it, brain fart. He's no longer the owner of the Hornets. The NBA now owns the New Orleans Hornets, right?
mhm,
Chris Paul was slated to be traded. Everything was agreed upon to go to the Los Angeles Lakers to play with Kobe and I think Pau Gasol.
yeah,
I think it was that time. Um, and David Stern said, "Nah, because you need to sell the team. You can't leave the team hanging, right?" That trade
mhm,
was vetoed. So as soon as they are about to get a buyer or something, like behind the scenes, I think this conspiracy theory thinking, Chris Paul gets traded to LA Clippers, right? LA
mhm,
Clippers become like the team in LA, kind of like they can kind of compete with the Lakers for popularity, but whatever. Um, their first pick is Andrew, no, is on Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was drafted the same year, or the year the Anthony Davis lottery was the same year as when the Bobcats had the worst record in NBA history due to the lockout. I think they had a 25% chance of getting the number one pick.
mhm.
And the New Orleans Hornets got Anthony Davis. You know who was the second best player in that draft that we got, or the number two pick? Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Couldn't shoot. That's why I never believe when somebody says,
Well,
"Hey
no, he
man, if you
couldn't
can only
shoot because
shoot,"
who sets up for a jump shot over here?
Yo, if somebody ever says, "Yo, man, he's not a good shooter," he can learn that. Don't trust it. So Chris Paul is with the Lakers. No, is with the Clippers. Anthony Davis is with the New Orleans Hornets. Um, the Hornets name comes back to Charlotte. Anthony Davis gets traded to the Lakers because he didn't want to play. Remember, he just sat down and said, "No, I'm not playing. Trade me."
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Hmm. He gets traded to the Lakers. Who gets the number one pick after that? The Pelicans. Who did they get? Zion. Hmm. Interesting. They get Zion. Regardless of what Zion is now, dude, you could not deny his talent coming out of college. It was like, all right, yo, he's the next dude. So that
Which,
happens,
I
right?
mean, big up to him. He's actually getting shredded now and losing some
Oh
of that weight.
yeah, yeah. It's just I think he's had to mature because he was still doing
Yeah.
kid stuff, and
Yeah.
he looked like a giant. He's like I think he should have stayed in college for extra year or two just for maturity.
Hmm.
Because I mean, come on now. You'd have told me I'm like 19 years old and I can just do whatever. And I played for Duke and I had Obama coming to my game, stuff like that. So yep. Uh, um
Yeah, it's a trip down memory lane. Well, unless you
oh
got
no,
more.
there's more. My
I'm
bad.
about to say, I don't want to cut you off.
Oh no. Man, it's been a long 2 weeks, man. Trying to get my brain right. So when they no, yes. So I'm trying to figure is there anything between there? Anything between there? I don't think so. Because that's kind of around the same time as the Cavs getting the number one pick, which they had like three number one picks in a small amount of time. Insane.
Hmm.
Cleveland. Hmm.
Hmm.
Pelicans, two number one picks, small amount of time. Hmm. Interesting. Now, we looked at that Luka trade. Like it came out of nowhere, right? We
Hmm.
all like I mean after it happened, it's like I can kind of see what like what he's saying. Would I've done the trade? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe if you worry about paying him, this is terrible. Hey man, where'd that trade come from? Well, at least not too bad because we got Anthony Davis, so you got something. But yeah, why would you trade him? I mean, even let's say if he does keep eating and not in shape,
Yeah.
revenue. It's like a business, right? Draft lottery comes up. Wizards, Jazz, Hornets. 14% chance of getting the number one pick.
Hmm.
Mavericks and the Bulls were tied at 1.7% or something like that. And they had to flip a coin, so you got 1.7, who has 1.8. Either way, there should be have no chance that they would have gotten to the top four or the top five.
Hmm.
They were in the play-in. It came to, so the Jazz got six. No, yeah, Jazz got six, Wizards got five. Okay. That's that seems a little odd. So if the final four are Mavericks, 76ers, Spurs, Hornets, one of those teams has a 14% chance, but with everybody in it.
Hmm.
Hornets got to get like at least the top two. They get number four. So the worst teams get four, five, six.
Right.
Hmm. How can you keep making those teams? Like you can't help smaller market teams. And I'm saying DC is not really a small market, but DC is not going
Yeah.
anywhere. Utah isn't going anywhere, and I don't think the Hornets are going anywhere either. But come on, man. Like the NBA already took our team once, and you're not giving that shit. But whatever. There was a 1% chance that the remaining three of those teams that I named would be in the top four. 1%. And then Philly gets number three. Spurs gets number two. Duncan, Robinson, Wemby. Come on now. And then Mavericks get number one, but they just traded away Luka out of nowhere. It seems like the commissioner said, "Hey man, ratings going low. You know what? We're not gonna have again. Not a superstar in LA." hey, trade him. We'll take care of you. And it always happens during the generational star. And that's why I'm like, you know what? When it comes to the NBA and drafting, I don't know. I think I, part of me, man, is like, I think I'm not done with the NBA. But I'm just sick of the stuff, yo.
Yeah,
And like you can't root for the Hornets because they're never gonna give them a chance. Then people say, well, what about Milwaukee? Giannis wasn't supposed to happen. Giannis was drafted number 13 and he built his body up.
right.
Like that was a long period before he was like coming into the league, he looked like a stick. So
Yeah.
that wasn't supposed to happen.
It's
Denver,
like NFL wise, Brock Purdy was supposed to happen and Tom Brady
yes,
was supposed to happen.
that
So
was yeah, it wasn't supposed to happen. But then again, the NFL is like, hey man, you get the if you lose, you're the worst team. Cool. And the thing is, like with football, you can't like okay, I don't think there's rigging by the players too much.
yeah,
I think there's a little bit when it comes to gambling, but the NFL it's kind of hard to rig because you may die if if you play around too much.
yeah,
You're gonna get hurt if you do everything right. So I don't think there's so much rigging in the NFL during the game. Maybe some of the schedules and some calls,
yeah.
but bro, you can't like when the NBA is player driven and one player can change a franchise. Nah, bro. I'm 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 slowly on the So
At this point, who gets the next number one pick?
bro, I don't I just do I don't know, man. Like like it
Milwaukee.
feels like
In fact, since you said that, I'm calling Milwaukee. That's my hot take for today.
they trade with the right team, man. But
I'm
no,
calling
like the thing is this, it's number the draft lottery is rigged when there's a generational talent coming out. That's my problem. Like it's wild, man. Like when there's a generational talent coming out, cool. And that's what I hate, man. And like I kind of hate when like they say like, oh yeah, the Hornets are tanking. Fam, I watch these games. They ain't tanking. They suck. They hurt. They organically suck. There's no reason why I should see KJ Thompson starting or KJ Simpson starting late in the season.
Yeah.
LaMelo get hurt. Miles be playing. Oh, that whole trade with Mark Williams. Hmm.
Just rescinded.
Yeah, why? He failed the physical. He played 30 games after that. The whole okay. All right. So that's my spill, man. I'm falling out of love with the NBA. The Hornets are no longer my number one team. Juventus is, and they may slip down to number three, man. Because I've had more joy with the Panthers than I have with the Hornets. The Hornets have left me. They have
Mhm.
come back and they suck. The, yeah, sucks.
Again, America. There's a reason why I'm wearing a Deadpool hat and not a Mavericks hat. Despite us getting the number one draft pick.
I'm happy for you for getting it because I'll be ecstatic. But as a non-Hornets fan for me, like right now, well, I'm still a Hornets fan, but if I was just like a fan of the NBA, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Because it seems like, all right, if you benefit the Celtics, Knicks, Lakers, you'll get something in return. The Nuggets were never supposed to happen. Jokic got drafted in the second round during the Subway commercial. He was never supposed to be this dude.
Hmm.
Never. Giannis, nope. No.
Yeah.
Ant-Man,
You benefit them legacy. I agree. You benefit them legacy teams. Like something's gonna
yes.
be up.
Something's coming back to you. I don't know what it is, but something's coming back. and that's what sucks. So as long as the business is going on, and it's kind of weird because they keep saying that that the ooh wee go ahead and catch this out. Man, I put about $10 on this parlay yesterday. My bad. Pacers plus 9.5, Nuggets plus 10, Dallas Stars money line, and for the Panthers money line, Florida's up 4-0 in the second period. $10 give me 102.
Yeah, wait, wait, 100, well, $102.
$102, man, $10. So yep, this jersey right here behind me is gonna be brought to you by DraftKings. Appreciate it.
Totally not
Easy
sponsored, but we
money.
would love a sponsor.
You know what?
I said we're totally not sponsored, but we would love a sponsor, DraftKings.
Yes. Oh, my bad. Scratch that. This is brought to you by sports gambling. Straight up gambling. Ain't nothing. Yep. No, just, just gambling. You know. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on, man.
I feel you on it. But yeah, for those that do keep up with NBA, if y'all are wondering why I'm supporting Wade Wilson over my Dallas Mavericks, it's collusion.
It don't feel right, yo.
Yeah,
Like I felt so betrayed. Like, come on, man. Like not every single time, man. Really?
and imagine fans of the other teams that was tied with the Hornets for that with
No,
that 14.
the Jazz, nobody wants to go to Utah to play. Nobody. You want to go to Charlotte to, when you get older, DC is fun. DC is fantastic. Let me tell you. I used to live there. But anybody want to go to Utah, and young stars don't want to come to Charlotte. So you got Cooper Flag who went to Duke. So mm, but yeah. Um,
Yeah, you done with
oh, man.
the NFL schedule?
Oh, let's do it. Boom, 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 boom,
Uh,
boom, boom.
flip pages on my quick little notepad. Yeah, let me get situated on this desk.
Did I do a part? I did do a part of it. Man, tripping. Okay. NFL tickets go on sale. Oh, I can go ahead and buy tickets right now.
Oh, what?
hmm For the Panthers for the season ticket joint. But schedule. Ooh. I know when my bachelor party gonna be.
Dang.
Mm. No, no, I don't. No, I don't. Oh gosh, no, no, I don't. Oh
It's
man,
like
look at
that's
this.
mad early for you to make that kind of decision.
Because I was looking at it. So like, okay, so for the, what did I say, the Hornets, look, the Panthers, right?
Mhm.
Ooh, we start off the season against the Jaguars, week one. The last two times we started in Jacksonville, week one, we went to the Super Bowl.
Hmm.
I think it's time to put something in there.
It's at,
Hmm.
at Jacksonville.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Um, are we doing wins and losses right now?
Oh,
Are we just talking?
we can just go through it and then just
Okay.
kind of give it some good thought because you also got to think sometimes a good momentum ride will give you if we try to go game by game, we could come up with a different
Yeah.
win loss ratio
You
versus
know what?
a
Let's
good
do that.
momentum ride.
Let's do that. I guess last week of the preseason, but then we'll kind of know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we got at the Jaguars week one, at Arizona week two, which man, I got some people out in Arizona, man.
Yo,
I ain't
how
never
you
down
open
there.
with a crazy road trip?
I know. So yo, here's my thing though, yo. because I'm thinking about either I think I'm going to Vegas, watch the sports book, and then if the
Mm,
Raiders got a nice home game, get that up and around.
fair. Plus, that stadium's gorgeous.
Oh yes, it is. I've been in there sometimes, and you can walk. You can, hey, yo, as long as you want to strip, you can walk to it. Love it, man. And like I like it the way that the glass is because everything looks like a prime time game.
Mm,
So
true.
all right, week three, home game, home opener, Falcons. Week four, away, New England. Week five, Dolphins at home. October 12th. When is October 12th? I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's the weekend before homecoming. I don't know. Either way, uh, 26 can't make that. I want to get sick. Um, not bad. Week five, Dolphins home game. Week six, Cowboys coming to Charlotte. Week seven, at the Jets. Week eight, Buffalo Bills game home. That's gonna be fun and violent. Week nine,
Yep.
Green Bay Packers home. No, at Green Bay. Week 10. Come on, man. Come on. All right. Week 10 will be a home game, New Orleans. But so my family that usually either I come or either they come up to Charlotte for New Orleans games or we go down to New Orleans for the Saints and Panthers games. That game
Yeah.
will be my wedding weekend. So we may be watching that from the resort and I'm gonna be out
Ah,
here wilding out. Hey, 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 hey. Um, hold up, one second, one second. There we go. 11-16 at Atlanta. That's week 11. Monday night football return to prime time at San Francisco. 11-24. Week 13, Rams coming here. Week 14 is a bye. That's a late bye. Oh, Superdome. Week 15, week 16, Buccaneers home game. Week 17, don't know the time, Seahawks at home. And week 18, Buccaneers away. So, my bad, I got excited, yo. Hmm. Between week one, two, or three. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah.
and then about for the Le Bronco. Well, hold on. Actually, I forgot. It's technically an 18-week season now. When was your
Yeah,
bye?
that still messes me up, yo. I think we old. They're like, yeah, man, 17.
Imagine the change from back in the old days when it was only a 13 game schedule and they beefed it up to 16.
Ooh. Hey
uh,
man. Hey man. Hey man. Hey man. Hey man. Mm. Raiders got a home game. The home opener is a Monday Night Football game.
yeah, I'm about to say usually there is a opener of Monday Night Football involving AFC West. That's pretty standard.
Mm. That may be my yep, that that may do it. Hmm. Should you want me to go through the Broncos?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was about to say
okay.
I just got the pad. I don't have it in
There
front of
we
me.
go. Yeah. I hate where it's like, hey, click this to go to see the schedule, and it goes to the team website. Just show it
Like,
on
how
the
you gonna
damn.
make me navigate past navigating?
Oh my gosh! And like every website is not the same. It's the same template, but it's not the same. But
Yeah.
week one, 49ers. It doesn't say what time or anything. Wow.
In Denver.
No, at Levi's. Week two, home game, Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
Week three, at New Orleans. Y'all play New Orleans? I'm sorry, that was preseason.
Oh,
You see what I mean? Not because the others, the other
the
team
other one
didn't
jumped
have it.
straight to regular
They
season.
went straight to regular season. Oh, scratch that, yo. Week one, at home playing the Titans. Week two,
Jesus.
yes. Week two, Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Week three, home game against Chargers. Week four, Monday Night
Oh
Football.
hell yeah, I'm ready for that.
Bengals against the Broncos at home.
Lord.
After that, week five at Philly.
Jesus. Never mind.
Yes.
That's a crash out.
Yep. Oh, at the Jets week six, but this would be in London.
Yeah.
Week
That one I
seven,
did see.
week seven at home against the Giants. Week eight at home against the Cowboys. Week nine away at the Texans.
Hmm.
Week 10 at home against the Raiders. Week 11 at home against the Chiefs. Bro, y'all, that's about to roll it up at the end, probably. Gosh. Week 12, you got a bye week. Week 13 in DC, Washington.
That'd be a fun game to watch too.
Oh, yes. Bing, 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 bing. At the Raiders, Sunday the 7th. Sunday the 7th. What the? Yeah, Sunday the 7th in December. Week 15, Packers at home. And then week 16, Jaguars at home. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, me versus death.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. House house divided.
Right?
House of week 16. Okay, hold up. Um, and then Christmas Day. Christmas Day? Y'all playing on Christmas? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, at the Chiefs.
The
And
worst
then
present
week
ever.
week 18, home against the Chargers.
Wait, the previous Chargers one was on the way? The week three one?
Week three is away. Yep.
Oh Lord. I marked it wrong then.
That might have been
There
me.
we go.
Yeah, week
It
16.
got
That's gonna be a
taken.
fun game for y'all.
Ah. That might be one of those I'm acting like I'm cooking dinner, but then just to taunt her, I only cook enough portion for me.
That's crazy, man. Yo, that's evil, man. Yo, why? Why'd you do
I ain't gonna,
that?
I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Hey, yo, quick update before we do a quick glance over on these schedules. This game five of this Knicks Celtics. Celtics are up 13. It's about a little less than 7 minutes in the third. That was a straight foul. But how much faith you got in that lead?
How much time is left?
Just under 7 minutes in the third.
None at
Just wanted to
all.
hear you laugh.
None at
Just wanted to
all,
hear you
yo.
laugh.
None at all. What? Man, Jalen Brunson gonna be like, all right, let me go ahead and wake up for a second and just ball out in the last 10 minutes of the game. Oh, never mind. He just started with that fadeaway. Yep, there we
Uh,
go.
I although I am proud of Cat actually getting to the basket instead of just being out on the perimeter like 80% of the time. He's actually been getting to the basket and such. But
Right.
yeah, at a quick glance at your schedule, what you thinking overall? I know we're going to do an actual like
Mm,
analysis and actual do records at the
I
end of
think
preseason.
I think quick glance, I think we can make to the like a wild card spot.
Hmm.
So yeah.
I'd have to agree with that, especially with how much power the NFC just lost as a whole.
Yes,
So like we saw we saw a team in the AFC have a quarterback with 30 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, be 5-8, and come back and finish the season with a winning record.
bro. The NFC is wide open, especially the NFC South, because everything is either new. It's either
And
new
The
or
NFC South is between three teams.
dang, oh man, yo, it is. But I'm also wondering how much does the Bucks have left? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is this like their last year to be a contender in the division? Just because of one, I guess the Mike Evans is getting up there. Godwin is coming back from a ACL,
Mm-hmm.
and Baker Mayfield is he going to outshine Bryce Young and Penix later? Because if we get the Bryce Young that we had in the later part of the season, where if people just caught the damn ball, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And if we get Michael Penix in the last two games, hey, Baker may get ran out just because that's just a lot of because Penix and Bryce Young, yeah, that last game was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. For the Broncos, a little bit of a question mark would be
Y'all damn division is
little bit of a question would be the
crazy.
running back room or offensive line for me, but I'm leaning more towards offensive line for a question mark because Quinn Miners was in and out, and uh, oh, I'm normally yelling at him every Sunday, so I should. Oh boy, Garrett Bowles. Garrett Bowles, we got to get him out of there. We got to get him out of there. That's my main question. I mean, we still ran the ball pretty well, especially with McLaughlin coming out of nowhere. No one knew who he was.
Mhm.
Um, so that gives me confidence, especially considering Bo Nix rookie season. We finished 10-7, good wild card spot, good first drive against Buffalo, and Buffalo turned it up, and we basically didn't see the end zone again. But to do that with a rookie that was also dealing with back spasms all season, that was really really cool to see. Gives me a bit more confidence, especially with reps under his belt. Looking at the schedule, this first chunk is a wash. Basically, minus the Bengals and the Eagles. This first chunk is a wash. Mid-season, I might be a little sad, but this first chunk is a wash. So it might be, although I will be having fun watching some of these games, even if the Broncos lose. That Texans game and that Commanders game, must see TV. But I think we'll be back in the. I think we'll be back in the playoffs. If not back in the playoffs, we're gonna have to get spoiled by like a team in our division is either gonna have to play spoiler or another team just beats us out like last week of the season by a game or by a tiebreaker or something like that.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, actually, let me. Now that I'm thinking about it, and pull off one of these. I'm gonna bookmark this page so that in the preseason I know where to come back to on this notepad. Yeah, boy. Yeah, man. That's all I got, man. Got anything else?
No, I'm trying to think, man. I'm starting looking up flights right now, bro. So I'm thinking like, dang, if I can get the Vegas flight out Friday,
The
fly,
thing
fly.
about it, like, wait.
That's what I'm thinking, because yo, I can use my points, yo. I fly out Friday, come back Tuesday. that like the whole like not the hotel, but my flights be good. I can check my MGM points.
Hmm.
Yo, holla at me. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yo, there's a UFC fight that weekend too. Hey, yo, brother, swipe it twice. Swipe
He
it
said swipe it twice.
twice. So yeah, man. Oh yeah, it's time to plan, brother. Because then I can watch the first set of games at 10 a.m. Watch the second set of games at 1,
Hmm.
and watch the night game at 4. And and like they don't close the pool down until October. It's like the spot in Vegas where they got like you go to the pool that has all the games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we end there. But maybe. If not that, then I'll be in Charlotte at the Falcons game. We'll see. We shall see. Um, yeah. Ooh, or just do a half day on Tuesday.
Over here planning stuff now.
Oh yeah. Bro, the flight is under 500. Use my points. Hey, hey, what they talk about, man? So much I got tickets out on tickets. Let's see what's over the tickets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Sorry about that. I need to get out the house for like more than 30 minutes or something. I'm going nuts right now. It's like I work in the PowerPoint. So yeah, man, that was it, man. Y'all keep washing your hands and keep on being fly and keep on sipping. Oh
Yeah,
no.
man.
Yeah.
Into the future.
See you later.
Peace.